In 1581, the ruler of Russia struck his own son with a staff. The blow would leave the heir to the throne dying in his father's arms. His name was Ivan IV, better known as Ivan the Terrible. For years, Ivan had ruled Russia with increasing paranoia and brutality. He believed enemies surrounded him. Nobles, advisors, and even loyal servants were accused of betrayal. Thousands had already suffered under his reign. But no one expected his greatest tragedy to unfold inside his own palace. The incident began when Ivan entered the chambers of his pregnant daughter-in-law, Yelena. According to several contemporary and later accounts, he became enraged over what he considered her improper clothing. In a burst of anger, he beat her with his staff. The assault was so severe that she reportedly miscarried her child. When Ivan's eldest son, Tsarevich Ivan Ivanovich, learned what had happened, he rushed to confront his father. Unlike many around the Tsar, the young prince did not remain silent. He condemned the attack on his wife and pleaded with his father to control his rage. The argument quickly escalated. Father and son shouted at one another. Years of tension, fear, and frustration finally erupted. Then, in a moment that would echo through history, Ivan the Terrible lifted his iron-tipped staff and struck his son on the head. The prince collapsed to the floor. Almost immediately, the Tsar realized what he had done. The anger vanished. Panic took its place. Ivan rushed to his son's side, cradling him in his arms as blood flowed from the terrible wound. Witnesses later described the ruler crying uncontrollably, kissing his son's face, and desperately begging him to survive. For days, the prince lingered between life and death. The greatest physicians available were summoned. Nothing could save him. Several days later, the heir to the Russian throne died from his injuries. Ivan was devastated. He had not only killed the son he loved most, he had destroyed the future of his own dynasty. The death of the capable and respected heir left only Ivan's younger son, Fyodor, to inherit the throne. Unlike his brother, Fyodor showed little interest in governing and relied heavily on advisors. When Ivan the Terrible died in 1584, Fyodor became Tsar. His reign was weak, and after his death without an heir, Russia entered a period of chaos remembered as the Time of Troubles. Civil war, famine, foreign invasions, and rival claimants tore the country apart for years. Historians continue to debate certain details of the incident. Some later writers questioned whether the prince died from the blow or from another cause. However, the account of Ivan striking his son was recorded by several early sources and became one of the most enduring stories in Russian history. Whether remembered as a moment of uncontrollable rage or the greatest regret of a tyrant's life, the image has endured for centuries. One swing of an iron-tipped staff changed the future of Russia forever. Centuries later, the heartbreaking scene would inspire one of history's most famous paintings, forever capturing the moment a father realized he had destroyed the son he hoped would succeed him.